For a Tampa couple who used to live in New York City, the news of bin Laden's death sparked a predictable reaction. They were delighted to hear about it. But as Jeff Butera found out, it's the rest of their story that explains why they were so happy.
At Precinct Pizza in Channelside, you'll learn a lot about the owner by looking at the walls. Rick Drury,
born in Yonkers,
New Yorker,
lived in Long Island,
and former paramedic.
I worked the greatest ambulance in all of New York City.
But while you can see Rick's New York City pride on the restaurant's walls, you won't see his pain. You won't know that Rick worked as a paramedic on 9/11, while his wife Jessica, unable to contact him, wondered if he'd ever make it home.
She didn't know where I was for a very long time, so that definitely hurt. That hurt a lot.
You also won't know what Rick smelled like when he finally did make it home that day. But Jessica will never forget.
The smell was horrific. I don't think even when he showered that it went away, you know?
And finally, just looking at the walls, you won't know why Rick and Jessica are even here in Tampa. It's because of respiratory problems brought on by the terrorist attacks that Rick had to relocate and give up his life as a paramedic.
I honestly love that job.
Monday, at the New York-themed pizza place Rick opened instead of being a paramedic, I asked him and Jessica one more thing you can't learn simply by looking at the walls. What was it like to hear Osama bin Laden was dead?
My heart started pounding. I kept looking at Rick going, you know, is this for real? I mean, is this really happening?
I just hope this brings a lot of closure to the people that deserve it back in New York and the people who were directly affected.
And finally, in an interesting coincidence, later this month, the Drurys will go back to New York City for the first time in 6 years. They knew it would be a difficult trip, but after what happened Sunday night, it might be a little bit easier. In Tampa, I'm Jeff Butera, ABC Action News.